คิดโต้ยังไงคิดโต้
He wants this one so bad and he gets it. Only so many positions.
Whoa!
He wants to stick around, trying to work away from that stealth drone. Peeks right after and he gets two and the ghost is...
GE tries to go for the quick B.
เฮ้ยเจมแม่งเล่นกันอย่างนี้เลยซ่าไอ้เหี้ยกูนึกว่าเลนกับเจสไอ้เหี้ยกระโดดเข้าไปก่อนจะเริ่มคลิปผมมีร้านเติมเกมจะมาแนะนำกับร้าน Richman Shop No 1 เรื่องเติมเกมvalorant ในราคาถูกเข้าไวใน5นาทีถูกกว่าเติมเองตั้ง 10% เติมเกมในเว็บรับ Richman Coin ใช้แทนส่วนลดได้อีกเติมเกมแบบผ่อนชำระนานสุดถึง10 เดือนอีกด้วยพร้อมบริการตลอด24ชั่วโมงสามารถเติมได้แล้วที่เว็บไซต์และไลน์ Richman Shop เติมเกมถูกไวผ่อนสบายมีเงินคืนต้องที่ Richman Shop เท่านั้น
While rolling on the attacking side, but he can't leave the spike just yet. You just never know, so he's going to stick around. That's just going to be the hold, it looks like, all the way to the end. Once the timer gets close, Cruz will peek out, but he's not going to take extra chances. They're okay with how things look going into round 6.
So far. But right now, I mean, also just seeing some of the adjustments into how the Talon might want to deal with that early A-level control.
ตอนมึงเจอไอ้หมูหยองตอนนี้มึงเทียบความหล่อกับมันไม่ได้เลยตอนมันคลัชลักล่องแพลนเซล
อะไรนะบ้านตอนมึงเจอไอ้หมูหยองตอนที่มึงตอนนี้มึงเทียบความหล่อกับมันไม่ได้เลยตอนมันคลัชลักล่องแพลนเซล
rather than trying to block them from getting behind rubble, so it hasn't quite worked out. Holding onto the util for now, Kelly S. He knows something's wrong. He knows that the From the Shadows is here. He has to find a way out. They'll escape just in time.
Yeah, backs off into its waterfall.
สกินเน็ตมันเป็นเหี้ยอะไรก็ไม่รู้เว้ย
Extra annoyance for the side of GE.
คือภาคนี้เน็ตที่ไทยเขาเป็นเหี้ยอะไรวะ
The full side granted over for Talon.
จะสตรีมแบบมีความสุขมั่งไม่ได้ใช่ไหม
Hold even more space as well. Look at how they're able to push further in towards spawn alongside that one way. Stealth drone does alert to Jit Boys at least that there could be a push coming out. But look at how his team comes back in just to stall it with paint shells. Armageddon sent through too.
Yeah, Jit Boys doesn't really have an exit there, but Primi refills the area. It allows him to get a triple kill.
เหี้ยไม่หลอกนะอย่างนี้ไม่หลอกนะเด็กอะ
Back of sight, GE falling into pieces as Kelly is the last one alive. He goes back out for a fight, but Primi another 4K on Lotus for the Thai rookie.
เสียงขาดหายมาครับ
What agent he's on or what role he's
still has to not dead yet as well, so
ยิงมีติ่งของอม
that's been sitting
เสียงขาดหายอะไรวะฮัลโหลได้ยินผมไหม
Work out effectively, knowing that possible chamber or advise on the other side. So straight into the smokes, swapping over to the right clicks as well for Governor. Onto the classic, Baramash instantly up, and once again, another C site quickly taken by Talon.
Yeah, love the switch to the classic there just to make sure that you're using it as that shotgun.
Hello.
And you hear the knives coming out from Crystal trying to break that barrier. You know there's forces in waterfall. This post plant, it looks solid from Talon. They're just ready to fight on the site itself, not allowing GE to try to gain space. Only thing you're concerned about is that flank, but man, he has his eyes set.
Not much debate on it. You know they're working against the Sheriffs as well, so needing to stay tucked inside of cover. Ben will at least draw a bit of information out. Actually takes the duel against Yudotan.
แล้วกูจดชื่อไอ้เหี้ยมาชิตะ009แล้วกูเห็นพอดีแม่งมีซับด้วยเขาถึงแบบนี้ไงเขาถึงทิ้งมึง
comes out from Governor. Does spot out the couple of sheriffs that
มึงแม่งโคตรดีเลย
about
มึง
to
อะ
go off, so
แต่ไม่มีใครเอานะ
back off just in time, but Kelly S still taking down Governor, so not too bad.
แต่ไม่มีใครเอานะรู้สึกอะ
GE.
All right, so it's still going to be that
ขอเลท50 บวก
It's going to be an aggressive push out mid, but GE or Talon
เรียกพี่เรียกน้าไม่ได้นะต้องเรียกป้า
A little bit iffy. Because the only place you should really be going out is with that operator. So barrier mesh used to even bait it out, but they still send a second prowler. I mean, Talon had the read on this for sure.
Yeah. Has been, you know, daring on the
เสียงขาดหายเอ้ยทุกคนตอนนี้เสียงปกติยังครับหรือว่าไงทุกคนครับตอนนี้เสียงปกติหรือยังหรือว่าเสียงยังขาดหายอยู่
with a sheer wall towards the A side. We'll see if Kalias can do anything with the
ปกตินะ
Yeah, it's not really well positioned for him to try to get a kill off of it immediately. They will now set up the smoke.
ขอบคุณสำหรับซับครับผม
So that smoke should let you know that someone is watching out here to try to get the kills, and they hear it. So Shearwall already taken down before the 40-second mark as well. Now the only thing you really need to worry about is where is the deadlock? Where are those sonic sensors? But Jit Boys hears it. It's a setup on the C side.
And that's more information being picked up by Talon. kind of fully aware of what G's setups are right now. So being able to flood into the C site, Primi from the back lines takes a shot in towards Poppy, and that's a C site broken up.
I mean, this is just textbook. You save the paint shields for the sonic sensor, Shipboy calls it. It's thrown from long range right as it pops. You send Governor in, he's passed, he displaces the crosshairs, then you're ready for the trades. I mean, Vice, Deadlock, Chamber, none of them are getting value out of their utility right now.
ผมปกติ
Every single roadblock being set up against them. Talon are able to bypass
ใครขาดมันกดลีก่อนใช่ครับผมใครขาดกดลีก่อนครับ
Just a bit of
เฮ้ย GE โดนแล้วว่ะ
firefight. They have the ultimates to work against potential
เฮ้ย
incoming
GE หมด
retake
มุก
as
แล้ว
well. Thanks to the economy, G's gonna have to opt for a save. You know, maybe G continuing to switch up their positions does give them a bit more variety, a bit more of an advantage, but so far has been Talon's game all throughout. Now back in towards C mount.
Primi just accepting that. Okay, you know
I
what?
have to move.
Yeah, unless you spam, I'm just gonna stay here, not give that information. Try just to check for the chamber. And so because of that aggressive Razor Vine, they were suspecting that the chamber might be pushing out. Once again, that it might be a setup.
เดียวคุณจิต
Not
ดีไหม
finding that, trying to just fish out for that location.
แล้วบัตโฮโลไหน
Trying to get ahead of things as well and just continuing to
บัตเดอร์ทักเดี๋ยวมันตื่นบังลำไปไหนวะพี่บัตเพิ่งตื่นนะบังลำน่ะ
Spots a bit of a barrel and will spray down.
เหี้ยมาแล้วว่าทารอน
Just to find that trade. Darren receives a bit of contact
ทารอนนะ
towards the A side as well, so fires off a shot, but unfortunately that prowler
ใช้ของไล่ดีมากนะแชมเบอร์ไม่ได้เล่นนะ
again.
But it's still a wraparound.
อุ้ยดูคิตตัลดิ
He's ready for a cruise. He's not quite aware of that off angle. Crystal King too. That's the spike stranded. Two members of Talon separated from each other.
Spike down.
อุ้ยเราเห็นแล้วนะพิมมี่เห็นนะพิมมี่เห็นนะ
He's 1v1.
จังหวะนี้พิมมี่รู้นะว่าจะพลิกยังไง
Next one more, but there's the paranoia. He needs to survive the stun, just trying to buy time. Close range, and Primi will close the gap.
ไอ้คนได้อ่ะ
With the shorty. So that's the
แล้ว
spike
อูโด
retrieve.
ทานนะ
20 seconds left. The Barrier Mesh comes up just
แล้ว
in
เขาต้องไปจบ
time.
สีเท่านั้น
So this
จังหวะ
should
นี้
be
เจอ
a
กับปา
really
ปี้โช
clear
โล
key hit. And the only one here to fend it off is Poppy.
But you have not dead yet. Primi has to be the bait.
Ui.
Primi has to go in, try to draw that fire. It's up.
Oi!
Drop down from
มาจากไหนอ่ะ
for the spike to get planted. And what happened? What happened to the annihilation?
Ui.
You know, Tiny still
อ๋อ
gets the
วิ่ง
kill.
หนีครับ
But
วิ่
the
งหนีครับ
spike has been
ตอนนี้เขา
planted.
แค่ต้องวิ่งหนีครับ
Not dead yet used. Supreme. Now he's on the
เขาแค่
timer.
ต้องวิ่งหนีครับ
He's
อูโด
just
ทาน
a bit more time off of the spike for Jit Boys to hold his
แล้ว
position.
คือจิตบอยก็คือตัดสินใจเล่นเลย
Towards waterfall, but
เรียบร้อยครับ
quite anything.
จิตบอยน่าจะคัดให้นะมีสโมกเล่นอีกลูกนึง
Smoke to come up, but
เย็นเฮีย
stairs. So it's a little bit tricky.
Cut that!
Working alongside.
So cut that!
Hearing the footsteps, it's Darien in close range with a hit hunter that shuts him down.
เฮียเดี๋ยวยอนเดินมา
Manages to find one round. Chris still being able to find those 2 kills and putting up that salvo to buy a little bit
ไอ้เฮี
more
ยแชมเบอร์
time.
ด่านเฮียนี่แม่งแบบแล้วแบบฝั่งทารอนเอาเฟดมาคือแบบแม่งโคตรแบบแอนตี้สแต็กอะจริงๆนะ
A bit of a higher setup just to throw things off in terms of
กูบอก
positions.
ตรงๆนะไอ้เฮียแชมเบอร์
Still
แม่ง
being able to thwart it by Talon with their utility.
คือแม่งต้องใช้เพื่อนอะยิงของให้อะจริงๆนะ
Before Governor was able
คือ
to
แม่งก็
land
ต้องเป็น
and
เวน
get
เดอร์แบบ
space, but
ตัด
not gonna land the
แล้วก็แบบ
shot
ยิงหัวนัดเดียวแล้วก็วาร์ปอย่างเงี้ย
damage while he landed. But that's gonna be it. A good scan.
But then you're back in towards, again, that defensive utility with a sheer wall, sonic
ต่อ
sensors.
ไปจอมึงจะส
I
ปอน
wonder
เท่า
if
ลี
he
น่า
just
จัง
go
ไหม
for an all in, flood over the wall. You do have the paint
สปอน
shields
เท่าลี
for
น่า
the
จัง
annihilation as well. They're
ลีน่าจัง
close.
บอกเป็นไง
There's
วะ
the annihilation.
เฮ้ย
He actually
ช่วย
catches
เพื่อนก่อน
the
ป๊อป
place.
ปี้
He's just gonna get drawn out. Poppy, can you break it? It's 2
Poppy!
minutes. Against him, Poppy outs himself from behind the pillar. Yudotan now on the
Yudotan!
and lines him up for Yudo.
โอ้
Defending the site on his own, working around the barrier mesh, finds
Ui.
the fourth. He's not able to land
ไอ้
the
เหี้ย
shot.
Yudotan.
But so much time bought for Global
ไอ้เฮีย
Esports.
2-2 นะ2-2 นะได้เล่นนะแล้วคิตโต้ครับคิตโต้ยังไง
Crystal.
คิตโต้
He wants this
Man,
one
he
so
go!
bad, and he gets it.
ไป
2v1.
แล้วมีอันตินะยังไงครับ
Opposite angles around the site. Governor skirts around the salvo. So many positions.
ว้าว
Clean
แด
shot
ยอน
with the
นัด
headhunter.
เดียว
Such a huge round thanks to Yudotan's efforts, but down to the end as well, just being able to come in with that pinch. Off to the
แล้วเมื่อ
next
กี้
round
ค้าง
now, we're
กล้อง
starting to
บัง
see
คิว
where,
ฟีด
maybe some of the scans can really
เอา
push
ลง
and
มา
pull
หน่อย
Talon across the map for G to set things up. It's a bit of individual performances from players like Yudotan, but hopefully being able to keep that forward. Darien now onto the door with the off. Doesn't spot too much out. It's Governor with a showstopper to create a little bit more space for Talon.
This time, constantly creating space towards A, so anytime that A to B rotate could happen.
ผู้หญิงข้างล่างนั่นใครครับ มีคนอื่นเหรอ
Group up a bit more to try to fight back. This is the new GE way.
แม่งสเต็ปอัพแต่คนอื่นพ่อมึงไอ้สัตว์แบรนด์น้ำยาย้อมผมพี่กูเฮียเป็นโฟมนะครับเป็นโฟมฝากอุดหนุนด้วยเก่งนั่นไง
Darian for the next
แม่งแย่แล้วไงตอนนี้ทารอนแม่งแย่แล้วไงสถานการณ์เริ่มกลับมาย่ำแย่แล้วไง
still holding the same position
แล้ว12ตาย4ลั่นจัดพิมมี่สำหรับแบบนี้นะครับก็พูดกันตามเนื้อผ้าเลยคือต้องหวังพึ่งเขาอย่างเดียวตอนเนี้ย
Where they can just hold angles. GE go for the reclears. Crystal ready for it. Spots one. He's ready for the
สรุป
second.
มันเป็นโฟมหรือย้ายย้อมผมเป็นโฟมย้อมผมครับเป็นโฟมย้อมผม
brings the 4th round win for GE.
แล้วฟอสไม่ยอมขอเวลานอก
Being one of these team owners, team managers,
อ๋อรูปโปรไฟล์
watching
พี่
your
เหรอ
team play when you know it might be doable.
อันนั้นคือย้อมนานแล้วคือผมมันยาวขึ้นครับมันเลยดำตรงโคนครับผม
I'm banned. Because now they recognize there's that counter aggression and he sees it, but Darian's good with the crouch peek. Shuts him down. Once again, some breathing room gained for GE.
Finding a bit of that duel.
Sonic sensor broken on C. Draws out another smoke coming out from
แจกเป็นคีย์บอร์ด K70 Pro TKL นะครับผม
has now been the same as that previous
หนึ่งรางวัลเป็นสีดำนะ
They're on C if they don't
แล้วก็หูฟัง
let's just ditch it.
S80 Max ของแบรนด์คอแซทั้งคู่
Still a lot of
And Crystal continuing to jiggle too. He's got all the utility and the Armageddon, so just kind of setting up for it. As soon as he hears a bit of a tell, and there it is. Armageddon sent out. It's all lined up for him. Still though, Governor tries to get underneath it, and will be able to strike against Crystal. Gets the second shot. No! Kellyas denies that opportunity. Primi now going on the offensive in with the shorties despite his gun being taken away. Tries to pull it up just ahead of time to hold, but 15 seconds left is all that he's got. Takes down Yudotan, but Poppy up to the other sidelines. GE will be able to strike back to end the first half. A bit of
ไม่กดต่อขอให้ล้มหัวเขกประตู
Yeah, it's just a full B execute ready.
มีสิทธิการเหรอวะ
play. The C's need right off the pistol round. Okay, I like it, Talon. We'll see if it pays off. Getting a hard read, saying where else are you going to go? The rubble fight's not good for them. We don't see them in C map.
ของ YouTube ชอบพูดเลยระวังด้วยพี่เดี๋ยวบินขอบคุณมากครับผม
Cleared away by Crystal from far distance.
ขอบคุณมากครับน้อง
Yeah, nothing there.
ย้อมผมหน้าแข้งได้ไหม
Comes
ได้หมดครับ
to try to do what they did on Split from before, right? A couple of taps in, maybe someone peeks out, maybe they find a shot through the Baron Mash that way, but Talon smokes it off, plays safe.
Alright, clearing out tree with the drone as well. No tanks just yet. There's the sonic sensor. There's the GravNet ban. He wants to go for the kill. He gets one. He's trying to play it safe, but he knows he's surrounded. Needs to try to get two. Oh, just barely not able to land the headshots.
Still, yeah, just a bit of damage done nonetheless. Trying to hold it. That will be the spike for GE now, trying to play out from stairs with the boombot. Governor will be able to get ahead. That's Darian down. The rest of them all playing from the back of tree. Surely with the Prowler and everything else being sent through, Talon sees that there's no one on site.
It's a good flash to try to reposition here for GE. They're trying to hold on. Poppy gets taken down, but now both of them in the smoke. They have to separate on the site. Primi goes in.
ไม่ได้อยู่กับแฟนแล้วครับแฟนผมเรียนจบแล้วครับผมตอนนี้เขาอยู่บ้าน
Crystal will get taken down.
ยี่ทารอนกลับมาชนะ 2-1 ว่ะกลับมาชนะที 2-1 ว่ะ
pick up for his team.
แฮกเต็มเซิร์ฟจริงครับผมตอนนี้
Wow.
วาโลแฮกเยอะมาก
You know they don't have mobility, right?
Yeah, they don't have mobility. They're not able to really force you off of those positions either, other than the magnetic salvos. So now you're just going to try to snowball this 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, and there it is.
And that's one. There's the Peachos as well, and the push down. And Talon says, no way you're not getting into any of these sites. Spike dropped. Only Darian and his headhunter.
เดยอนมาเก้งหาย3
What's Darian gonna do now? He's maybe thinking about Cruz pushing out from the back lines, but that is gonna be it. That is all that they can write. Governor.
Hey, the Haunt recognizes here. Governor takes a bit of a risky fight. I think just because of that first whiff, he got the tag on Jared. He wanted to stick to it, but not able to fully get it, but they are able to push him away from rubble. And so now, GE, they have to work a lot harder to regain control of that. They have to use util combos.
And Global is just tapping on those doors, you know, trying to bring some of the attention back over onto the other sides as well. Just Cruz to hold outside of
ใช้สบู่เน่าแทนจูสบู่เน่าเอ้า
Great angle though. Does tag Crystal.
เฮ้ยเนี่ยเขาเป็นเฮียอะไรวะ
Yeah, he still wants to stick around, trying to work away from that stealth drone. Peeks right after, and he gets 2 in the ghost as well.
Huge value found.
Just insane value.
ขอบคุณนะครับข้าวแคนขอบคุณสำหรับ13 เดือนครับผมขอบคุณมากครับ
Rotation spike should get planted, but Poppy, we needed to stay alive for extra value. Now it's a 3v2 in favor of Talon.
เน็ตค่ายอะไร
To catch him off in the
ค่ายเฮียอะไรไม่รู้เรื่องของแคมป์กู
just
เนี่ย
doesn't quite work out too well. Position not quite favoring him either. So down to it, Primi with the angle takes down Crystal. It's all up to Yudotan. At least get one, but still into the sights. Can this Phantom really do all the work that is necessary? Continues to hold out from stairs, but now he's smoked off. Goes back to heaven. That's a little bit too clear. So dodges the flash and tries to re-clear through the smoke, but does he know that Jimbo's on the other side? He anticipates it, but the spike is being stuck. Ben, he gets the round for Talon.
Oh, the plant positioning just inside the box, and he's not quite able to get the spring.
So much all throughout for sure. So Outlaw still being kept, but there is that Odin now in play on the A site. G tries to go for the quick B. But unfortunately, Talon's all prepared for a Jit Boys and Primi. They're on the exits.
Yeah, this was an eco, but I imagine it's a timeout. Because now that you've heard the Odin as well, what are your answers? I think you don't have many chances. It's going to be 11-5 after this round. You have to make sure that you do not let Talon.
ไอ้เหี้ยกูนึกว่าเลนกับเจสไอ้เหี้ยกระโดดเข้าไป
He's slowly trying to creep forward through Darian, maybe trying to.
ไอ้รั้วจัดแผนเหี้ยอะไรเนี่ย
Darian draws a little bit of fire, trying to create an opening on the B side, and it's going to work for the time being. Primi showing his back. With this much time pass, I think Talon starts to just hold, right? There's no reason to start to go all the way towards A. Ban finds them as well. Piece of fight actually drops down to Darian. That is going to be what creates that opening.
มาเก็บ3เฮ้ยมานะ
Primi will be able to strike back.
โดนนะ
There's that pickup now, tries to go a little bit more aggressive alongside Jit Boys. The flash will be sent through. Primi gets is good for the head-to-head. And down to Jit Boys taking that duel against Poppy as well, flushed out of position. Thanks, boys.
พี่บัสแขวนพอจะ40แล้วค่ะไวมันไม่ไหวแล้วขาด
on their own. And Primi taking out Darian was so big there, because otherwise you have the numbers disadvantage and the position's not great either.
ฮัลโหลครับ28ครับปีนี้ผมเพิ่ง28เองครับผมแต่ที่แขวนเพราะแบบว่ารู้สึกมันตั้งใจมากกว่านี้ไม่ได้แล้วครับเป็นคนติดตลกครับผมคือจะให้แบบจริงจังเหี้ยอะไรก็ไม่รู้นะแม่งเครียดทิพหายอ่ะไม่โคตรปวดหัว
And then reposition Darian all the way back there. A little bit of push pull. C8.
ไอ้มึงฟังเลยเว้ยมันเหนื่อยจริงๆตื่นมาไอ้เหี้ยแต่คือมึงอย่าเอาความคิดกูไปใส่ในหัวมึงเว้ยว่าเป็นนักแข่งมันเหนื่อยงูงี้เว้ยมึงคิดเองได้เว้ยทางของมึงถ้าเกิดมึงอยากเป็นมึงก็ลุยเลยอย่าไปฟังแบบคำใครพูดเยอะแค่นั้นเองแต่สำหรับกูรู้สึกว่าแบบอีพอเล่นไปเล่นมาแล้วมันต้องซีเรียสกว่านี้กูรู้สึกว่ากูไม่สนุกกับมันแล้วกูแค่แบบอยากแข่งตอนนั้นแค่แบบมีฟิลอยากแข่งกับเพื่อนทำประสบความสำเร็จไปกับเพื่อนแค่นั้นเอง
Comes the page and there's the hot. Oh, Poppy wins one. He knows he's in trouble. He needs to get multiple. There's the shear to keep him alive. Oh, that buys him so much time and space. Cruz, he gets taken down as well. And GE trying to turn things around here in round 17.
Spike planted.
Being able to shoot them down, Poppy.
พี่บัสเลิกเล่นไฟเอ็มแล้วเหรอครับเล่นครับผมเล่นอยู่ครับ
Continuing to hold the back line.
แต่เพียงแค่ว่าขี้เกียจสตรีมครับผมเพราะว่าแบบมันก็แค่แบบต้องไปนั่งขึ้นของให้แก๊งไปนั่งจกปูนนู่นนี่นั่นน่ะเรามีสตอรี่ก่อนแล้วผมค่อยสตรีมแค่นั้นเองผมต้องไปนั่งทำอะไรไปเปื่อยอ่ะผมไม่ได้อยากให้ทุกคนมานั่งแบบอย่างนั้นกับผมเฉย
hang back. All 5 members left alive, and now you have those ultimates online as well for Global Esports. One more chance to try to continue things. And we'll peek out. Okay, he wants to destroy the economy as much as he can. Doesn't matter if they finish off one extra ultimate. They've got the wombo combos. It's only going to be good for one.
Team G
อะไรวะ
push on up. Darren
ไอ้ที่นี่ออกแนวรั่วใส่กูด้วยมันรีบพิมพ์เปล่าวะ
Now with this, if they can try to push and pull around A, and then if they want to go for a rotate, they could even still go for a B and see pinch as well. Control B may bring out Poppy
คนก็เคยเป็นนักแข่งครับแต่ตอนนี้แขวนเมาแล้วตื่นมาเมาหายไม่น่าแขวนเลยหน้าบ้านเลย
ผมก็เคยเป็นนักแข่งครับแต่ตอนนี้แขวนเมาแล้วตื่นมาเมาหายไม่น่าแขวนไม่น่าบ้านเลย
Nightfall at the ready if they hear the entry start to happen.
คือขอโทษนะครับผมถ้าเกิดต้องฟังอะไรปัญญาแบบอะไรปัญญาอ่อนอย่างนี้ต่อไปนะขอโทษจริงๆนะครับแชทจริงๆ
Bit of a trip for info does spot out Jit Boys. So the annihilation.
Oh, it tags him as well all the way through the Shrouded Set, but it's behind the wall. So they save him. Counter annihilation just to push them back. It's a good hit. Back gets one kill. Darian for the trade, but it's an absolute mess as we see Crystal being drawn all the way to his death. Poppy left alone. 1v2. Can he shine the clutch master? He hasn't had many opportunities today.
30 seconds left.
So much to consider, but if there's any time to make it happen, 1-on-2 is the time. 15 seconds, and he's going for the quick sprint into the C site. From the shadows from Jit Boys, though, in towards Mound.
Gotta go for that safe plant. But Jit Boys should give the information of exactly where this is. Cruz is ready for this break. Poppy gets it! Jit Boys down to 36 HP. Poppy finally ahead in this clutch. 1v1. Going round and round, Jit Boys tries to smoke it off, keep him guessing, keep him locked in around the spike. Jit Boys, he makes the wrong assumption that it's CT and Poppy! The clutch master once again! This one round may have been everything. GE are ready for their own trap play here. It's going to be you to hold close, but there's the far range from Poppy once again. His shots have been good. I love that they trust in that. He's on fire right now here on this Lotus.
ทีมถึงเหรอนั่นสิแม่งดูใครวะพี่บัสเชียร์ใครเชียร์หนูได้ไหมล่ะ
push out is there a prowler maybe even a showstopper all in
เชียร์หนูได้เปล่า
to get to match point
พี่เป็นคนงี้เหรอ
Down when things are this tense.
ไอเปอร์เองก็ดูพี่มานานเองคิดว่าพี่เป็นคนงี้ไหมล่ะ
Close and safe, and now the prowler being used to retrieve information.
Now only one gun fired, but it's still going to be enough.
แม่งถามกูว่ากูเป็นคนงี้เหรอ
bail out if we want any chance. It's got to be with the team. He's just going to hold on the smoke so they don't try to get extra reach off of this execute.
ถือว่าอยู่กันมานานครับ
For a little bit of spam.
ไอเปอร์ฟังคนพวกนี้ไว้
Poppy's already got the flank under control.
Watch that at the very least. Now with things being planted up closer towards main, they're able to hang back. Where Talon will be forced to make a move to break through. That's kind of what they have to do. So.
TPR TV 310รีซับ4 เดือนดูพี่ตั้งแต่วิ่งไปหม่งที่เบอร์ลินแต่ไม่ได้ตามไปที่ซูเพิ่งเห็นพี่กลับมารอบนี้จะไม่บิดไปไหนแล้วใช่ไหมครับ
Lots of credits on the side of Global
มึงพลาดไปแอปมึงนะแอปนั้นนี่ทีเด็ดเลย
ถ้าพี่ยังแข่งจรไม่ตกงานเอ็มไม่บ้าลำ
ยันแม่นึกว่าอยู่กับสิงโตอยู่กับวัวกับควายอ่ะเฮีย
Showstopper still online. That's got to be the big one for Talon.
แห้งแรงจัดอะ
Try to secure match point. Combo use on A. Double erase in favor of Talon.
And G swaps on over onto the other side's scan, but not quite.
ไอ้ฟูลี่ตามไปฟูลี่ตามไปอุ้ยดูมุมนี้
Marking the angle in while the rest of the team tries to kind of poke and prod through to the C site.
The Prowler, nice wide swing as well. Governor baits him in, knows it's going to be the re-challenge. The recur comes in from Poppy. It's all up to Poppy once again, but for now the main force looking at C site.
A little bit
พร้อมยัง
No rendezvous, so now back into it through the smokes, and Primmy's able to.
แล้วพิมมี่ไม่มีอันติแม่งเล่นเลย
Poppy's got to win this fight. He needs to open an extra option, but he can't. And look at Cruz. He knows he just doesn't have to give up that kill, but meanwhile, one, but Kelly not able to get the free to push them away. Lands right at Crystal's feet.
I don't give a fuck,
Poppy, yeah, you had one clutch, but will they even give you the opportunity? 30
ไอสัต
seconds
ว์แม่ง
left.
ยืนอยู่บนยอดเขาอะอุ้ย
Gets
ป๊า
one.
ปี้อีกแล้วป๊าปี้อีกแล้ว
Spikes down. He has a chance. There's a not dead yet. They just want to draw time, and Jit Boys will not miss that chance. 12 points on the board, one round away from ending this best of 3.
เอาละครับผมทารอนเขาจะจบได้ไหมจะคัมแบ็กได้หรือเปล่า
So tough for Pop.
All right, you heard the Vandal taken out, but you gotta imagine just the way that GE's been playing. There's that operator coming. Ready for it. What a setup from Talon, and that may be the bells ringing against GE. The final draw, the up-drop, Rubble given over once again. Here come the paint shells. Here comes the paranoia. The absolute chariot of Talon pushes through.
กลับมาชนะ GE 2-1 นะ
The dust settles as well. The last
ทุกอย่างมันจบแล้ว
I mean, running out of options, but still
ยังไงจะฆ่าได้ทีมอีกไหม
knowing that there is that potential op that's kind of rotating over across the map.
ซีซั่นนี้ใครได้แมปหนึ่งแม่งแพ้ 80%
โนไม่สำเร็จที่กระโดดติดกินเป็ดโปรหรือว่าต้องบอกตัวเองให้ลืมเรื่องราวที่ผ่าน
ถ้าพี่ง้อไม่สำเร็จพี่จะโดดตึกกินเป็ดโปรหรือว่าบอกตัวเองให้ลืมเรื่องราวที่ผ่านแม้ความจริงทรมานนะน้อง
The flash is ready. He antes it, but he turns just too fast. Gives him the full flash.
So now maybe a bit of an opportunity to get the spike down at the very least. Alongside defied by Governor, gets ahead of it, pushes alongside the wall, and gets the quick flick shot into Poppy. All down to Kelly's. Comes in 40, but Governor, point blank range, still makes it happen. Talon closes out the map.
There were a lot of questions from a lot of fans in maps 1 and 2. Why is Premi not on Duelist? Why? Governor looked so good on that Sova. What was going on there? But now in this map, they proved we know what we're doing. Governor closes things out. Premi leads the board. And Talon Esports will continue on forward in the upper bracket.
Just such an incredible evolution of Talon as a team. Sure, you swap around some roles, but ultimately every player has kind of leveled up the control that Governor is showing right now.
อยากเห็นพี่บัสไว้ผมทรง
Working
มันเหล็กจัง
alongside
เลย
his
ค่ะ
team, making those reads happen, firing off and landing those op shots.
Really, really good play. And just recognizing the win conditions, recognizing how GE adjusted in that second half. And that's where this team being together since the end of stage 2 on Talon Esports, it shines. That experience comes through for them. And GE, they put up a great fight. But this one, Talon, everything on the line as they try to take one step closer towards Masters Bangkok, trying to play in front of that home crowd. Quack, you and I were both there when Ascension happened.